All right, welcome back to another episode of the Wellington Dirt Detective. Today we're going to hit up the campsite, the Native American campsite that I have back there, and do some digging and some sifting, see what I can come up with any points and artifacts for you. All right, we'll see you on the first good one. I've been hitting up on a lot of flint, so we're in a good spot. Haven't got any points yet. Look at that. All worked pieces of flint. Look at all that material. That's a big boy piece right there. Yeah, look at that. So we're definitely in a good spot. Oh, pulling out pieces of flint like that. Look at that. It's been worked all off of there. Big old chunks of, that's Kershaktan flint there. That's a little darker, not sure what that is. It's flint, but hell yeah, well, tells me we're in a good spot, so we're gonna keep on going here. Just got started in this hole. I haven't got too far down in it, but as soon as I start digging, it just fills up with water. This ground is so saturated, so that might work against us a little bit, but we're gonna keep going, see what we can find here. But that's a great start. Look at all that freaking material we're pulling out of there. Hell yeah. So, all right, keep going here. Just wanted to show you that we're in a decent spot. All right, see what else we get. All right, well, it's been a couple more minutes since I last seen you. Widen that hole out a little bit more. But I'm not even very deep in this hole, and I'm finding huge pieces of material. Got a big old chunk of something here. We're gonna rinse this thing off. And it's a muddy mess out here. There's something big right there. Let's see what we got. Doesn't feel like a point or anything that way, but something big. Look like flint. No, it's just a big old huge chunk of Kershaktan flint. It's been all worked all off of though. That's a huge chunk of worked flint there. Alright, well, we're getting got a couple other things showing here. There's a piece of, looks like a piece of flint there. See what that is. Yeah, it looks like a middle portion to a point. Broken. Alright. Well, we're getting somewhere. I had this other piece right here showing. I think this is just a big chunk of flint too. Oh. That's a scraper. Sweet. Hell yeah. It's a little scraper. Looks like fired Kershaktan flint. See if I can rinse that off a little bit more. That is pretty cool. That's a scraper. Oh, I'm gonna fall in the hole. Hell yeah. I'm only maybe a couple feet down in this hole. I'm already finding artifacts. Yeah, that's a scraper. Hell yeah. I'm gonna go through this, sift a little bit more if I'm, oh shit, dropped it. I'm finding artifacts already. It is such a muddy mess trying to sift through all this stuff, but I'll take that all day. Hell yeah, let's keep going. Alright, it's been a couple more sifts, and I'm sure there's a lot of things that I'm missing here because it's just so muddy. But it widened out that hole a little bit more, got a little deeper, and I think it might have something right here. Yeah, it looks like a point. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get my glove all wet. Oh well. Yeah, that's a point. Got our first point there. I hit that with a shovel. That's not an old break. That's a new break. Damn it. Yeah, I hit it with the shovel right there. Damn it. Yeah, and I got it on the side too. Damn. I gotta start being more careful, man. Not damage that thing pretty good. Well, that's our first one. You can see where I nicked it right there. Gave it a kiss with the shovel. Damn it. But that looks like Kershakton flint. Well, there's our first point. Yeah, I beat the hell out of that thing with the shovel. Got it there. I think I nicked it right there too. That looks like a fresh break. Damn, that would have been nice. Well, it's still a nice point, but I'm gonna have to start being more careful. Everything's just so muddy and so hard to see. Thought I saw something else in here too. Something right there. Let's rinse this off. Yeah, it's just another piece of worked flint. Yeah. All right. It's been a bit since I found anything last, but I think I might have something right here. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, you don't want to look over there. I just freaking dig until I puked. Yeah. Your body knows when you had enough when you start puking. Yeah, because this sifting stuff is some work digging like that. Yeah, just don't look over there. Oh, hell yeah, that's Flint Ridge. My father-in-law and I were just talking about digging Flint Ridge out here. That's a Flint Ridge blade right there, buddy. Oh, yeah, my nose all running from getting sick, dude. But that makes it all worth it right there, dude. That's Flint Ridge. That is sweet. That's a Flint Ridge blade. That ain't broke or nothing. Hell yeah. That is badass. Yep. That's why we do this, people. Hell yeah. That is too sweet. That's the way it goes sometimes. You dig till you puke and then you find the good stuff. Whew. That is too freaking cool. Hell yeah, dude. That's why I'm out here. That's what we want right there. That is freaking sweet. Made this muddy day all worth it right there. Hell yeah. But I'm not really feeling so good now, but that's all worth it. I might go through a couple more sifts and call it quits, but whew, that's what I'm out here for. Hell yeah. I'll bring it back in if I find anything else, but it's not going to be too much longer. I'm not feeling the best right now. But that's all worth it right there. Hell yeah. Alright, well I went through a couple more sifts, didn't find too much. But I think I got something sitting out of the sidewall of the hole right here. I'm gonna pull that out of there. If I can get it out. Damn. If I can stand up. There we go. Yeah, it looks like looks broken though. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it feels broken. Yeah, it looks like a broken piece of a blade. We'll take that. I'm not real sure what type of material that is though. Yeah, it just broke on that end. Well, it was a blade at one time. We'll take that. It broke on that end, but yeah, we'll take that. I think I'm going to call it quits for the day. Starting to feel a little bit better, but it's been a day. My body's about done in. We had a pretty good day though. That Flint Ridge blade is sick. But yeah, we'll take a broken one. All right. We'll see you on the next one.